All right, let's just get right into it. You ever have that feeling, where you're waiting for something that might just never happen? Well, that's pretty much the mood in the entire crypto world right now. And it all comes down to one thing: the SEC's decision on spot ETFs. Welcome to what we're calling the Great Crypto Waiting Game. I mean, to really get the vibe inside the SEC, you just have to hear this quote. It's supposedly from one of the commissioners, and honestly, it perfectly captures that cynical, bureaucratic drag that has the whole financial world just holding its breath. So, what's really behind this epic delay? It's not just about the rules. It's about a fundamental clash of worldviews happening right inside the regulator's office. It's a real tale of two completely different perspectives on the future of finance. And this quote, it just gets right to the heart of the skepticism, doesn't it? For the old guard, all this talk of revolution is just noise. They're looking at these literal mountains of paperwork, and all they see is more paperwork. From where they're sitting, the only thing getting revolutionized is the paper industry. The focus for them is all about the process, the risk, and what they seem to view as the sheer absurdity of it all. But then you've got the other side of the coin, right? And it's perfectly captured by our optimistic intern Penelope here. She sees right past those paper stacks. For her, and for the entire market she kind of represents, this isn't just another application. No. It's a potential game changer. Something that could totally revolutionize how everyone, from the biggest institutions to you and me, invest in crypto. And that, right there, is the core conflict. On one side, you have the SEC's mindset. It's meticulous, it's deeply risk-averse, and it is just buried in process. And look, you have to remember, their caution isn't just coming out of nowhere. It's born from a long history of market crashes and a job to protect investors from the exact kind of wild volatility crypto is famous for. But then on the other side, you've got the market, revolutionary, hungry for capital, and laser-focused on innovation. It's a classic showdown between caution and ambition. So with all this drama, what is this billion-dollar idea that has everyone so worked up? Let's just pause for a second and break down what this financial product at the very center of the debate actually is. We hear this term thrown around constantly, right? Spot ETF. But what exactly is it? What makes it so important that the entire financial world is basically hitting refresh on their news feeds 24/7? Well, it really boils down to one word: simplicity. A crypto spot ETF is basically a fund that holds the actual crypto, like Bitcoin. Then it lets you buy shares of that fund on a regular stock exchange. Think of it like buying a share of Apple or Tesla. You get all the exposure to the price of Bitcoin, but without any of the headaches of crypto wallets, private keys, or signing up for some specialized exchange. So for you, the investor, the process would be ridiculously simple. 1, you just log into your normal brokerage account and you buy a share. 2, the fund takes your money, bundles it with everyone else's, and goes out and buys the real Bitcoin. And 3, the value of your share is tied directly to the price of that Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, your share price goes up. It's really that simple, that direct. Okay, so now that we've got a handle on what this thing actually is, let's pull back from the SEC's office for a second. Let's take a look at the market that's on edge, the people and the institutions who are living this waiting game day in and day out. And the enthusiasm, you can feel it. Outside the SEC, you've got this whole army of crypto fans, the retail investors, and their excitement is so high, they're literally wearing it on matching t-shirts, all asking that one big question: when ETF? This is the grassroots demand just begging for easier access. But it's not just the small investors, not at all. The real pressure, the heavy-duty pressure, is coming from big finance. You can just feel the anxiety coming from the big money, from Wall Street. You can picture the hedge fund managers just constantly checking their phones, mumbling, "any day now." For them, this isn't just some fun new thing. It's about unlocking a massive new asset class for their clients. And while the anxiety, because we're not talking about a little bit of cash here, we're talking about billions, with a B. Billions and billions of dollars of institutional capital, just sitting there on the sidelines, precariously balanced, waiting for a green light from the regulators. The potential flood of money into crypto, if these things get approved, is, well, it's staggering. So where does that leave us? Well, right here, today. After all the arguments, all the paperwork, all the waiting, we're still here. Nothing's been resolved. The standoff continues. At the end of the day, this whole saga, this whole waiting game, it all boils down to one simple clash: The slow, deliberate, careful pace of the regulator versus the restless, innovative, and deeply impatient drive of the market. Ultimately, this whole thing has become a high-stakes staring contest between old-world regulation and new-world finance. And in the great crypto waiting game, the only real question left is, who blinks first?